friends, welcome to the garage. Today we're going to show you how to use three very useful objects with very minimal tools, and even a beginner woodworker can actually build them. So today we're going to build a
lantern,
a key holder, and one of those very popular
crates.
wooden crates that you can find in almost every store. What we're saying here is that these are all very inexpensive to build. This cost us probably $1, if not less, except the candle, of course. This cost us probably a couple of dollars, and this cost us just under about $3.
Mm-hmm.
So all these projects, and we built them all in one afternoon. In fact, I think it took us, 3 hours? And also, we did not use a table saw. We used traditional tools. We did use a bandsaw for a little bit of speed because the production of making the video takes some time away, but we used a hand saw and we used a reciprocating saw, and that was about it. So stick around and we'll show you how we build these projects. What is there?
Well, that's for the bigger bits.
How do we know?
You're tightening it. Yeah, there you go.
So we start by removing the hardware out of this old key holder. And by the way, this is the similar tool to what we're going to give in our giveaway. We love it, and it is very useful, especially on projects like this, as you can see. You can stop. So we have not 100% decided we're going to reuse this, but at least at this stage we're going to remove them and keep them. We might use some different ones, but there is no harm in keeping this. So we're using pallet wood, again totally free wood, and we calculated that we need a width of 9 inches, so we marked that here, and using a square we're going to bring a line down and we're going to cut it in our bandsaw, and then you're going to see it in the design in a moment. We're going to have 2 horizontal elements and 3 vertical elements. Each vertical element width is 3 inches, so 3 times 3 is 9. So we're going to cut 3, 9. Let's make sure I mark correctly. Yeah, 3, 9, 2, 9, and then we haven't decided it's going to be 9 for the height too.
No, it has to be taller than that.
Okay.
To allow for the design.
All right. So let's use what we cut. We'll use what we cut to cut the second piece. Again, in line with avoiding measuring error by not measuring. All right. And what we decided on this?
16 inches.
16 inches. And we're going to have to cut 3 of these, right?
Mm-hmm. Don't know if it's going to fit in the solder. Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
A little bit of sanding. Okay. And now we have our 3 pieces. Again, we are going to do this build with very basic tools
It's gonna be a little short.
to show you that it can be done with basic tools. A little sanding will just take care of the rough edges of the board.
And these are boards that we had previously sanded with a palm sander for another project that we had, so that's why.
Actually, I think these were plain because I see the planer mark.
Oh yeah, there was one of them sanded, one of them plain, but either way, the fronts and backs are already mostly finished. So
Now this is a project for our garage, so we're not looking at perfection here. We're looking at something we can build fast and with minimal tools, and again with wood that we got out of a pallet, so in essence it didn't cost us anything for material. This is dry fitting. Now we're going to attach it using brads. This doesn't need to be really stapled, glued, because it doesn't going to have a lot of weight on it. Brad nails will be enough to hold it. All right. This is another dry fit, so you can see how this build is going, and this shallow little shelf will catch anything that falls and prevent it from falling all the way to the floor. We're going to put 2 or 1.
yeah, I think we're gonna have to cut that much off just to make it so that it comes out and matches up with the.
Okay. I'm not sure that's even critical. We can leave it as long. One of the easiest ways from the assembly is put that on your bench and then put this wedge size shaped piece on your bench and the other piece on top of it, so everything is held nicely together as you attach it. In our case, we're going to attach it with brad nails. I don't need to. Now, because this is for the garage, we are not going to finish it. But you could clearly finish it, or if you want to use better quality wood, you can actually make it from the inside for your house, or definitely make it for gifts.
And you could even change the dimensions of this box to make it for
Right.
mail slot.
Yeah, of course you can make it smaller or bigger. We don't really want it much bigger than this because of where we plan to put it, but it is very
So a pair of pliers can help you with your grip on tiny little hooks like this. Help you keep them straight and also save your fingers a little bit. So first one is installed.
And here is our finished product, an improvement from the old design that not only can catch our keys, but also we can put small items here for safekeeping while we're roaming around the garage. You want to sand it?
Yes.
Okay, leave it clamped then. It will be easier to sand. The sandpaper is right there. I think I gave our viewers a whiplash because I moved from there. I thought you would sand that all the way up. So light sanding helps that make sure that the corners are, I'm sorry, not the corners, but the cut is nice and smooth. Okay. And again, you could use the table saw for this process. As you see, we just got a large piece of, what was that, 12?
It was a 12-inch board.
And we cut it to the dimensions we liked. And these are going to be the two ends, so they're going to be the same size.
Okay, so we have a bunch of lathes that we bought. Right now we have measured off a 16-inch length, which is going to be our sides, and using the hand saw to cut off that length rather than getting out any large equipment. And this is going to make a cleaner cut than, say, the jigsaw, which cuts a little rough. It's not wanting to cut that, huh?
I shouldn't have clamped it that way.
Okay. And so we're going to use the 16 inches that we measured off and cut all the sides for it, and then we'll come back as we're starting to dry fit it. Okay, so we have both of our sides clamped together. We have marked spots for our handles and found the appropriate bit size based on our rope. And now we are...
Because our handles will be a rope versus an opening.
Yes, we're making our handles ropes. And that wasn't going quite through, so he's turning up the torque.
More power.
And since you're going through two boards, you're going to want to make sure you are as straight as possible as you're drilling. Are you on forward?
Yes. I'm on forward.
Okay. So, all the way through the first one. Okay, so what we did, our board is approximately 12 inches wide. I measured in 4 inches on either side, so at a 4 and an 8, and then we measured down 2 inches on either one to make an X to make sure that the handles are even and straight. Now is the spacing. But I think...
You could, if you want, make it solid too, right?
Yeah, we could. But I think our spacing idea doesn't work out because we ended up matching up the top and the bottom.
It still works out because we have a minimum spacing.
Right. So, let me see if I have a...
What do you need?
I'm going to use this block of wood as a spacer. And see if that works.
Okay.
Not quite.
Huh?
Not quite. How about if I turn it on its side?
Well, you will need one more if you turn it on its side.
Yeah, but then there's not a room for one more.
How about turning it on its side only on the top?
Yeah, that would work, I think. Yeah, that's going to be better. So that gives us a good approximation of spacing for what we want.
So do you want to hit some brad nails?
Yeah.
Let's make sure that they are flush. Hold on. Make sure they are flush there. Is that what you're using? Is that the correct?
Yep, it sure is.
Okay. So do you want to say anything?
So we bought the pack of blades for $12, and
No.
so for under $3 you can build this box. Locally we find them on sale for about $10. Sometimes they're as much as 20, just depends on your area.
So we have done the two sides, and now we're going to turn it on its top and do the bottoms, right?
Yep.
Do we need to burn the wood, you think?
Burn it
Yeah.
as a finish.
Yeah. Not the wood, the rope, so it will not fray.
We could.
Go.
Okay, so we decided to cut some extra lathes so that our bottom would be more solid and things would not go through. We're just kind of eyeballing the spacing here, trying to get it as even as we can. Spacing something like this is a little more challenging.
We are putting two, they're not staples, two brad nails per slot, but we do one at a time because that allows us the ability to straighten the board on the other side if we need to. So that is a nice little soap tip. Don't do both at the same time, because that way you will have the ability to,
Wiggle it a little bit into place.
it will give you some little room. So this is the bottom. Still has a little bit of space in between. So if you use this as a storage container, that will allow whatever you have there to breathe, but will not permit things, even small things, to fall. Anything else you want to say?
I'm just gonna put these last threaded this through. I'm gonna go ahead and tie it off in a knot. Just a simple knot so it'll hold. And pull that. Try to determine what type of loop we might want. And then give it a couple of extra inches for that loop. For the knot, I mean. And thread that through. And again, I'm tying this knot. And you might either have to glue or tape the end of your rope, just depending on how much it's fraying.
Or even burn it, right?
Yeah, or even
If it
burn
is a plastic rope.
Yeah.
Our rope is not plastic, I don't think.
Okay, so that's the handle. If you want to look and see what the knots look like on the inside.
Okay.
And now we'll do the second one.
Go.
Okay, so for our edges, the trimmed edges of the rope, we're going to put a little bit of CA glue here to just seal it, keep it from fraying anymore.
This is our finished second product. As you can see, these are very popular these days, and you can build it in what you will say 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And for under $3, $2.95 I think to be exact, and that is a saving of a minimum of $7, sometimes $17 depending on the store you buy. You can do this yourself, you can give it as a gift. It has really almost unlimited uses. It's a very easy do-it-yourself project for beginners, and you can build it with minimal tools. We started this project by cutting a board we already had in the dimensions we wanted. It came out to be a 6x6, and we just simply use the candle we plan to use and see what looks good as a base. So cut a 6x6 board if you have a similar size candle, and that is the beginning of the project. Oh.
Yeah.
we overlap the corners to give it a little more of a finished look.
And because we only put one staple in, because and that you see a little bit of movement there, I'm able to move it back.
Go.
Okay, so one of the things that you really need to make sure that you pay attention to as you're putting this together is that you line up all of your sides the same. So what I'm talking about is that this one is on the outside and this one on the inside. Otherwise, if you do it this way, so that you had this on the inside and this on the outside, it's going to throw your whole design off and everything won't line up correctly. So whichever way you do it, just make sure that you're consistent on all four corners.
Okay, gang, and this is our last project with a candle inside. Of course, this project, I must admit, will look even better if it was to be finished. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
And we might end up doing that. But again, it's a simple project that how much do you think it cost us?
Oh, a couple bucks at most.
Yeah, I mean, we use only, what, maybe 2 lathes?
Yeah, 2 lathes and a piece of cedar that we had.
And each lathe is, what, how many cents?
About a quarter.
So it cost us 50 cents to build this. You want to turn the candle on?
Sure.
And you have a very nice, rustic, and if you finish it, maybe even modern candle holder, displayer.
Lantern sort of thing.
Lantern sort of thing. Alright, gang, and this concludes our last project. Well, folks, thank you for watching today's episode. I'm here with one of our 3 projects, and you can see how much difference it made from the original. This is a very nice little project that will get a lot of use and enjoyment, I'm sure. Alright, folks, this is one of our 3 projects. This was the second project, right? Or the last one? No.
Last one we did.
And you can flip the light, I guess. We are here outside in our... We're here in our deck, and this really fits very nicely. I mean, we could paint it the color of the boards in the back, and it will be even better. But this matches this nice table, and it will be a very nice accent piece for us. Alright, friends, and here is our second product. You can see it is very nice to put all kinds of things in it. You can put toys for kids or blankets or anything else you want. And we are very happy with the way it actually came out. And it was a very enjoyable build. So which one of the 3 builds you like the most? Speak.
Well, I like the key thing, but I also like the crate. We've been talking about making a crate for a while, so
Right.
It was nice.
I appreciate you staying with us today throughout the 3 builds. And if you did enjoy the projects, smash the like button. If you didn't, the other button works as well. Keep in mind, we are going to have a giveaway that I'm going to announce all the details, the final details on Wednesday. We also appreciate your support. We are at how many subscribers right now?
It's 324.
We're at 324, 325. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much for supporting this channel. And again, remember, we are going to do another giveaway at 400 subscribers. So we are getting there relatively fast, much faster than we'll go to 300 for sure, right? So again, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. We will see you again on Wednesday, and I hope you have a great week.